Welcome to another episode of Baby Bounce Back. We're in week 12. Everything is working. I am halfway through my transformation. I have lost a substantial amount of body fat. These are my back squats. I haven't done back squats in about a year, so there was probably plenty to fix. This set of 3 is with 90 pounds total, but that felt really heavy. I picked that weight up and said, "Holy moly!" and realized that I was not going to be able to sustain that. So I decided to take some weight off the bar. That is much better. This bar is set at 75 pounds, almost light after 90 pounds, and it felt much better. I was able to continue and finish the rest of my workout at this weight. My belly's looking lots thinner to me. It's feeling lots thinner as well. As I said before, there's probably plenty to fix still with these back squats because I haven't done them in a while. The only thing that I can really make note of is that my shoulders and hips are not rising at the same time, especially when I get tired. This is my last set here, so this is probably where it's the most noticeable. I come down and then my hips come up first before my shoulders, just slightly, and that's not desirable. You don't want to do that really. Moving on to Wednesday, we are rowing for calories today, and I've got baby boy set up right next to me so he could see me while I row, and I could see him while I row. It was a lot easier to remember the punch this week. So pull punch real quick. It was a lot easier to do this week because I spent that time last week focusing on that specifically. Once I can remember to do that every time I row, then I can move on to a different characteristic or quality of my stroke and improve my stroke little by little, just like that. Ab mat sit-ups are still difficult. I used to be good at these, and now they are slow. But I can still do them. And the more I do them, the more that will help the whole situation. Ring planks felt strong and steady this week. I felt really stiff after all those back squats I did on Monday. I'll get used to it though. I'm adapting. I'm getting used to it. So I had difficulty sleeping Monday and Tuesday because of how tight my muscles were. But nothing bad as the delayed onset muscle soreness I had on week 10. So that meant I could still move around throughout the day, but I was just having trouble sleeping. My spine just wasn't lining up correctly when I laid down is all. Paying my dues. I consider it paying my dues because I'm transitioning back to being healthy. I went ahead and sped this clip up. And these are my caterpillars. Usually you walk out and then you do a push-up and walk back in, but for these ones I'm doing 2 push-ups each time. After my first 2, I started snaking. I have to be careful about snaking though. I can't roll up because of my back issues. So I have to keep my back supported through my core and like rigid as a board. And then I just snake sometimes, dropping down on my knees really is all I really do. I went ahead and put this clip in here, sped it up real fast. My right arm is real close to my body, but my left arm is still sticking out a bit, and I don't know how to fix that. By Friday, my spine had made its final adjustments and I could lay down again. I finally got a good night of sleep. That was really the weirdest thing about this transition. Before, it was difficult to get up and move around. And this week was a transition where it's actually easier to get up and move around than it is to lay down. Case in point, glute bridges. Last time I did glute bridges, I could raise my hips up, but I had a hard time lowering them back down to lay down. Today, my back was very comfortable laying down, and the difficulty I had today was actually raising my hips off the ground. So I don't know what that trade-off is or why or how that's happening, but that's what happened today. Row 4 meters. I'm just shaking out some tension, getting ready to start my row. And we did row 4 meters today, 250 at a time. It takes me about a minute. And that's a minute of steady rowing. I'm nothing crazy sprint fast or anything like that. For dumbbell deadlifts today, I have a pair of 15-pound dumbbells. I could probably go heavier next time I do this, but I wanted to go easier on myself today. It was enough just to do them with all the sleep issues I've had. Reverse lunges were steady and straightforward, but I did turn my brain off doing these and I shouldn't have. I need to remind myself when I'm doing these to sit up straight and not lean over. When I get tired or distracted and I'm thinking about other things, I tend to lean forward. I'm overcompensating for my weak core. By the end of the workout, I pressed my hands together in front of me, and that helped keep my chest up and not lean over so much. Last but not least, ring rows. I like my rings, but I am not very good at ring rows. I don't feel good at them. There, I changed the height on the rings there so that I'd be in a better position. I felt like I was too far away from the rack. I need to do some personal study and look up some videos and see if I'm doing anything wrong. These don't feel right. That's it for fitness this week. The rest of the video is just of baby boy bouncing away in his chair. He is 4 months old now. He can say mama. He can say ada. And he can roll over front to back, back to front. He's getting real good at it. He's gonna squeal for you here in a minute, and his brother is playing with him and singing songs, and they're having a good time together.
Daddy baby, daddy baby. And then the baby is a cutie babe. And then a baby boo. And then a baby cute babe. The baby and the cutie and the baby cute babe.
Hello.
Remember, keep moving.